Despite screwing up everything you could possibly screw up when making a streaming service, Nintendo Spotify is worth using. Emphasis on screw, this app has a long way to go before being truly great, but that doesn't mean there's nothing to appreciate here. To kick things off, let's focus on the singular best aspect about Nintendo Music, the fact that it even exists. Nintendo had never even uploaded anything to YouTube, so announcing this was a major deal and much appreciated. Just really swell that Breath of the Wild, Mario Galaxy, and Kirby's Dream Land are available to stream officially, as well as everything else, which is coming in 2062. Yes, this should have happened years ago, but just like the destruction of France, better late than never. Don't get me wrong, I've been an illegal criminal for years, it's just I've always wanted a unified option, free of the strain of having to hunt down soundtrack leaks and YouTube to MP3 over and over again. I don't like doing this all the time. Being official erases this inconvenience and paves the way for a wrapped type deal, as Nintendo is likely to be tracking stats. Secondly, let's explore the overall aesthetic of Nintendo Music, which I think is pleasing to the eyes, a pretty nice looking thingy all the way through. Anyone who uses Spotify or YouTube Music will be right at home here, but for better or worse. The font is soothing to look at, the various visual elements aren't clumped together, so there's no feeling of clutter, just the general shaping of everything is super round and soft, making it easy on the eyes. Even if the core outline is clearly lifted from other thingies, I still like it. That said, it is disappointing they didn't take this chance to make the app more Nintendo-y, like adding eyes to this stupid fucking stuff. The user interface is warm and inviting, but plain. Honestly, this plainness is the reason why I'm holding my breath for Switch 2's menus suddenly being good. Like, yeah, it'll be good, but not good. Ultimately, this app isn't awkward to use, everything is laid out nicely, and it's generally responsive, so I feel it has fulfilled its purpose. Thirdly, I don't even, what is the term for, what do you call these? Fourthly, there exists somebody at Nintendo whose task it is to understand the mind of a Koopa Trooper and translate him to music. The type of person who would listen to this deserves jail time. Jokes aside, the type of person who would listen to this deserves jail time. Besides that, I do like these special collections that they've made. There's a lot of variety here with different moods and themes for people to listen to. In addition to those, pretty much all games have handpicked selections from what Nintendo deems top tracks, meaning we are exposed to some guy's opinion. Something else that is cool is these playlists do actually revolve and change, giving the app this dynamic feeling. Overall, if you aren't the type of person who's down to sit through hundreds of hours of music and painstakingly handcraft the perfect playlists that you'll only listen to once, Nintendo has you covered. Fifthly, slight integration with your Switch console is pretty neat. Look at that. Every game I've played on my Switch shows up here, meaning you do get a somewhat customized experience. Cool. All it took was my sensitive data. Which I am totally okay with. I fucking love giving data to people I don't know. Being developed by Nintendo has its benefits, I suppose, and that actually brings me to my sixth point, which is more of an observation. It is really funny to me how Nintendo is like the only one that could have gotten away with this. You think the Horizon Zero Dawn guy could do this? You think Konami could make a music? Scratch that. You think Jay-Z could pull it off? No, man. Add that to the list of problems he has. Also probably jail. Seventhly, instead of displaying soulless, stupid, wasteful, unethical album covers, Nintendo opted to use gameplay screenshots as the cover images for the songs, and I dig this. They're not just randomly selected, every screenshot shown was tailor-made to match whatever the track entails, which is charming. I'm charmed. It is someone's job to go through all these games and just take pictures. What surprises me is how spread out this feature is, as I'm pretty confident almost every song has their own screenshot. Wii Sports results music, Diddy's rap, urine colored Dr. Mario, I have health problems. It displays a level of effort and care that I can't help but appreciate. I love this dumbass company sometimes. Clicking through Breath of the Wild soundtrack and piecing all these screenshots together is the kind of thing that gives this app much needed personality. Eighthly, extensions. They know their audience. When they shanked Brawl BRST MS3 in an alleyway, they said, you know, he makes some good points. This feature feels right at home, as video game music generally needs to be, by nature, seamless. It would be awkward if every song just kind of faded out, so this makes sense. Unfortunately, you can't seem to extend every song, and while I understand where they're coming from, it's not good enough. I'm cancelling the subscription. Ninthly, spoiler block is cool. Actually, a thoughtful inclusion that allows you to opt out of games you haven't had a chance to play. Thank fuck. Tenthly, their way of displaying all the music that's available on the app is done through this list, which for some reason is pleasing to me. I think it's the dopamine of seeing a bunch of games I love and recognize all together. I don't know what's wrong with me. Either way, I like the layout, and I particularly like that you can flip through the platforms, get a chronological ordering of release year, so you can see the evolution firsthand, as well as the order in which something was added to the service, which is useful for, hey, when did they add this one? Those last two features I feel are going to age well, as the app gets older and older and more of Nintendo's catalog becomes available here. The last thing to mention about Nintendo Spotify is how great it is that this whole thing is included with NSO. A music app containing Nintendo's finest is an incredible addition to the service, especially because you don't even need the expansion pack. This thing is on the basic tier for $20 a year. Consumers are getting all this. It also means that signing in and using the app is a smooth launching experience. You're in just like that. No stupid dumb verification email that doesn't get sent. No underlying feeling that you're getting a worse experience than someone else, as there is on other streaming services with free tiers, and for current NSO users, feels free. Yes, in reality it costs money, but I can tell you from experience, Spotify is not worth using without a premium. I'm okay with Nintendo paywalling this for how cheap it is, although I feel for people who don't have NSO, I swear I don't hate poor people. I just don't think anyone would benefit from this having a free tier when they could YouTube to MP3, as people have been doing for years. How do you think I got the music for this video? The writing is on the wall, though they are going to be raising the fuck out of that price. No way in hell Nintendo gives us all this for $20 a year. I just hope the service improves alongside a price increase, likely when Switch 2 launches. Overall, I like this app a lot. It's fun. However, Nintendo Amazon Music clearly has room to improve, and so I do still actually have one more room to discuss. Artists and musicians. They make up the best music we've ever heard. They are the backbone of every good song. They don't seem to be credited for anything on this app. There are no Japanese letters I can't comprehend, no playlists dedicated to one person's catalog. Everything is simply attributed to Nintendo or the game's name, and that sucks so much. It's not a matter of discussion. Koji Kondo's name deserves to be here. David Wise's name deserves to be here. First name, second name deserves to be here. These people are crucial to the entire branding that you embody, Nintendo. I should be able to click new artist and get a nice little picture, maybe even a bio, not a damn link to your eShop. You guys treat your employees really well, so I don't understand why you have to drop the ball when it comes to this, why you have to be Mr. Greedy Legal Soup Man every third Tuesday. How is Sony better at this than you? How is shitting Ubisoft better at this than you? Where does this draconian, vulture-like hold on Nintendo come from? I'm not going to pretend to understand the legal ambitions that infest Nintendo. I just wish things didn't need to be this way for the creative people of the world. They are getting fucked over all the time, it seems like, and this is just another thing. Pouring your heart into a track, not knowing if anyone's going to give a shit about it, is tough. For that song to then hit, for that song to then be appreciated by millions, is such a special thing, but then the water has to get muddied. There's no debate to be had here. It is genuinely fucked up. I swear, Nintendo is like one step away from removing credits from their games completely. In conclusion, here is my message to the viewers. I know that I ruined your day. I know that I ruined your mood.